Hello and welcome to the update, the show where we update you on all the gaming news from the last week or so. Isn't that right, Jay?
Yes, and live.
And live, coming at you in your living rooms. Live. All right, yeah, cool. So what we got in the news today, Jay?
Okay, well, we're going to start off by being demonetized and talking about Nintendo.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What have they done?
Well, they're cracking down on the whole emulation thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I read about this.
It's
yeah.
quite funny how they've released 2 consoles that feature emulation, but
yeah.
we'll roll with it.
Now they're suddenly going, we better stop everyone else from doing this.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
So they've shut down which website? Or there is a particular... Is it Emu Paradise? Is it that one or is it a different one?
They haven't shut down Emu Paradise. Emu Paradise released a statement basically saying, we're going to stop providing this stuff before we get into trouble. It was kind of a preemptive... We're going to stop doing this.
Yeah,
now.
so they've removed all the Nintendo stuff, is that right?
I'm not sure if
everything?
it's... I think it's everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think the only thing you can get off Emu Paradise now is the actual emulator's software itself, not the actual ROMs. Because there's nothing wrong with providing emulation software, you just can't provide the games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a grey area for a long time, and it seems now that Nintendo stepped in, people are getting a little bit freaked out, so it makes sense, I guess, but it kind of sucks because a lot of pretty much the only ways to play those old games is emulation. Yeah, a lot of them are really, really stupid hard to get hold of.
Yeah, or really expensive.
Exactly, and it's like, well, if they're going to put a ban on it all, I kind of hope that they're going to bring out more options for us to do it legitimately.
Yeah.
But getting hold of the licenses to all of that stuff...
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Especially if most of them have gone out of business and all that kind of stuff now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can kind of see why they're doing it, but it's a bit rubbish to people that liked that.
Emulation good. Yeah, I mean, I got loads of... I mean, I haven't got any.
No, I haven't got any either. No, since that came out, Nintendo, I've deleted my entire NES... NES and SNES category on my emulation thing.
This arcade table right here, empty.
Yeah, nothing anymore.
Nothing. Totally not lying.
Nope. Anyway, moving on before we get sued.
Yes. Next part of the news.
Yeah, well, sticking with Nintendo, Diablo 3 is coming to the Switch this year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow! Are they doing anything new for it?
Well, it's Diablo 3 in all its entirety. So both the big add-ons being released with it. There's the odd Nintendo-ism thing in there where you can change your armor to look like Ganondorf's armor.
Oh, nice.
And there's some unique items, so like a Triforce, like on-screen display, and
that's cool.
Chickens.
Chickens?
Yeah.
What, from Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So there's all that in there. But the one thing I like about it is that you can play on one console with multiple players.
Oh.
So it's anyone that knows Diablo 3, it's best played with 4 players.
Yeah, of course.
So you can have it all on one console and use 4 of the Joy-Cons.
That's cool.
And you can also have 4 players with 4 different consoles together without the internet. They'll link together like just the consoles.
That's awesome. So you can just have gathering
wherever you are and just link your 4 consoles to each other without requiring the internet and play 4-player Diablo 3.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. So when's that out again?
All they've said is it's coming 2018.
Okay, so at some point.
Yeah, it's some point later this year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys play Diablo 3? Did you like it? Let us know.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
We finally got some info on Doom Eternal.
Oh, yes, we did.
So QuakeCon, the end of last week, they
on the 10th of August,
they unveiled their gameplay, and I'm happy to report it's Doom as usual.
It is. It's Doom as usual, but with some extra flairage.
Yeah, so they've added a checkpoint, not checkpoint system, an extra life.
Yeah.
So it was shown in the trailer, and they didn't really say much about it at the time.
I just saw it and I was like, what's that?
Yeah, so what it is, the usual checkpoint system is still there, but if you've got an extra life, if you die in between checkpoints, then you get a second chance. You basically respawn where you are,
right,
and then you can continue from there. And the reason why they've implemented that is because it's got a feature like Dark Souls in it, where people can invade your game. So they can invade your game, take control of a demon, and then you've got like a really strong demon on your hands, and you've got to try and fight them off.
That's really cool.
And so if that happens when you're almost at the next checkpoint, it can be annoying if you get sent back to the old checkpoint.
Right, yeah.
So they've added this extra life, and you can just spawn and carry on.
That's cool. Can you play through the game without that turned on?
I don't know, but if it's anything like Dark Souls, yes, there will be an offline mode. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did say that you can play it from start to finish, completely single player, without having to worry about anything.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, because I like the extra features, but I also like having the ability to play it as I want it, back just normal Doom mode. I don't want I'm not that fussed about that. I mean, no, it's cool, but not for me.
Yeah, every time I've played Dark Souls, I always turn it off because I hate when people invade your game. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I like turning that part off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it with Doom. They haven't... If there's one thing Bethesda do well, it's single-player games, and I don't think they're ever going to stop doing that.
Right, yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and it's coming to the Switch when it releases as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's good.
They're doing a lot of hard work to get that to sit on the Switch, aren't they?
Yeah, but apparently they're doing it so it doesn't compromise anything. They want it as like a good experience as possible.
Right.
And the other Doom on the Switch worked really well.
Yeah, yeah.
So they should be able to nail that one.
Brilliant stuff.
I want to talk about games and movies. There's been lots of different kind of updates with games in various different sorts of films. So I was going to talk about them.
Okay.
There's the Halo series. Everyone knows been in kind of production for a while. They've been talking about doing it, but it's definitely coming out in 2020, and they've announced that it is gonna follow Master Chief.
Oh, okay.
Master Chief will be the main character in it. It's going to follow his sort of story. Whether it's anything based on the game or it's a completely different story, it's going to feature that. So that's pretty interesting. And on that as well, 343 Industries have confirmed that Halo Infinite is Halo 6.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's not a spin-off. It is the next entry in the Halo game.
Okay.
In Halo franchise.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. But why Infinite? Why not 6?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a little off-putting, isn't it? How they've numbered all of the games, but not this one.
Yeah.
Why? Why, Bungie?
What are you planning?
What are you planning? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure about that.
No, but yeah, I don't know when we're going to see that. But
nobody knows. I don't think even Bungie knows when that's going to happen.
No. 343 as it is now.
Sorry.
Yeah. Metal Gear movie. The script has now been finished.
Really?
Yes.
For Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Wait, who is playing Snake? Do we know?
I don't know.
Oh, they've just written the script.
I think they have cast Snake and Ocelot.
Okay.
But I didn't... In the story that I read earlier when they're talking about the script and who's directing it, and for the life of me I can't remember the director now either. But the script is finished, and apparently they really like it, and it's very Kojima-ish.
Is it?
So they've said, well, that's what he said.
Does Kojima have anything to do with it?
No, he didn't have anything to do with Metal Gear at all anymore, does he?
So how can it be Kojima-ish?
I don't know.
Well, it's not, is it?
No,
Let's face it.
It's probably not going to be, but he said, the director did say that even if he wasn't the one directing it, if he saw the script, he'd be thinking, holy shit, this looks really good. So, yeah, we can
I'll reserve judgment, but let's be honest here. Has anyone seen a good movie based on a game franchise?
There ain't many of them, is there? To be honest,
there isn't many. I'm going to say that the one that I find is really good is Prince of Persia. That was like probably the most accurate one that stayed true to the source material, or the closest to the source material.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good film as well.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah,
yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, and lastly, the Uncharted movie is now moving forward.
So is that going to be with what's his name? Firefly. Why can't I think of his name?
Nathan Fillion.
Thank you.
No.
Oh, what?
So they did. So yeah,
they did the fan movie.
They did the fan movie, which looked it was brilliant. It's really good.
Yeah.
But no, the film is a prequel to the first game, and it's Nathan Drake in his younger years, and the actor playing him is Tom Holland.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
He doesn't look like Drake.
I think he could be made to look a little bit like Drake, but yeah, he's a really good actor. I think he could play the part of Nathan Drake really well.
Yeah, I can see it.
He's quite witty and cheeky, isn't he?
So, yeah.
So I think it'd be pretty good.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, but they've said now it's moving forward. It's starting to gain momentum.
Okay, well that's good. Something to look forward to then.
Yeah, so we could have an Uncharted film as well. So there are many video game movies coming. Some are going to be hits, maybe. Some are definitely going to be misses.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're on the horizon.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Let us know your favourite movies, video game
movies, yeah. Or let us know which ones you thought were the worst as well.
Yeah.
The rights to Time Splitter has been picked up.
Yes, I saw this.
Yeah, by... is it Koch Media? Koch Media? Koch Media?
Why do they have such an annoyingly weird name to pronounce?
I don't know. But yeah, so they've picked up the rights to it, which means we could have a new Time Splitters game coming.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's a great franchise that a lot of people really love.
Yeah, it's still got a massive following.
Yeah. People still play Time Splitters 2 is a really massive, popular one, isn't it? And I like them all. I think they're great video games. And I hope that if they do revive the franchise, that could be really awesome, especially in obviously most people played that game for its multiplayer.
Yes,
it was predominantly built around that. Later versions kind of stemmed away into a story as well, didn't they? But yeah, in today's world of online multiplayer modes and stuff like that, Time Splitters is ripe for a return.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think so. The one concern people have is that there's been a fan-made remake been in the works for a while.
Oh.
Someone's going through and remaking the first 3 games.
Oh.
And now they're wondering...
is that going to get a cease and desist?
Yeah, because, they've purchased the rights to it. They might want to do a remake of the first few games themselves.
Maybe.
So this project could get cease and desist. But it would be nice if they, like the Resident Evil 2 story, if they took them on board.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I know they went on to make another game afterwards, but they used kind of like their knowledge of what they were trying to do. So I don't know, but it would really suck if you've been working on this game for so long and then someone else bought the rights and said, "Oh, we got it now. You don't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, bye.
We're doing it."
Or they could do what they did with. I mean, Capcom hired some people that were making a fan version, didn't they?
Yeah.
To help work with them on their remake. So maybe that will happen.
Yeah.
Maybe Koch Media will be kind enough to hire the people on.
Yeah.
You never know. No. But that's exciting news anyway. New Time Splitters, totally welcome in my book.
Yeah. And lastly, I want to talk about Resident Evil 2. And the Collector's Edition has now been confirmed for North America and Europe.
Yeah, I was furiously... going through Google translations in the last week, trying to secure a Japanese copy of the Collector's Edition, which I did, by the way, after an absolute gigantic faff trying to set up a new Japanese Amazon account. Wow, don't bother. It's not worth it.
No.
But they have announced the European one, but wait for it, guys. Are you sat down? Are you sitting down? Are you sitting comfortably? Jason, how much is it?
£230. I just see the camera move then. Everyone just fell over. You're all right.
Yeah, okay.
So, what? I put a comment. I actually commented on Resident Evil's official Facebook page to say, that's more than the consoles it's going on.
Yeah, it's a bit much. I mean, okay, but you say, all right, £230? Well, there's got to be some amazing stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there is. It comes in some nice packaging. It's got the season pass, the game in a steel book with some keys, some badges, and a poster, and an art book, and a soundtrack.
Yes.
So it's got a lot of stuff in it, and I think the main thing that's bumping the price up is the season pass.
Yeah, and we've got the statue of Leon.
Oh, yeah, of course, a big 12-inch statue.
Yeah,
so it'd be the same kind of size as the Nathan Drake one from the Uncharted 4.
That size, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty hefty edition, but still, £230. I mean, not even the Horizon Zero Dawn one was that.
No, or the God of War 4
Collector's
Edition. But you could get both of them new for the price of this one.
In fact, I think the last time I saw a Collector's Edition that expensive, it was when they released the Collector's Edition for Titanfall originally on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was about the same kind of price.
Yeah, and to be fair, this one, Destiny 2, the Collector's Edition for that was the same price as well. And to be fair, there's more value for money in the Resident Evil one than there was in the Destiny 2 one, because all you got with that was a frigging bag.
Yeah, a bag?
A bag
really?
and a little bobblehead of Cade, was it?
Cade 6.
Yeah.
I mean, I did notice someone in the comments just say, you'll still buy it. And yes, I will. But if it was any other game that didn't happen to be a remake of my favourite game in the entire world, no, I wouldn't be buying the collector's edition. Not at all. But it's because it's Resident Evil 2. And I'm pretty sure Capcom knows that. It's Resident Evil 2. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna buy it. I mean, well, you don't have to. There's a choice. You can buy the collector's edition, or you can get the standard edition for the regular price. But...
yeah, which is what I'm gonna get, because I can't. I'm not gonna justify spending £200, more than £200 on a game. I can't do it.
Neither can I, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna play it every day for the next 20 years until they remake the next one.
To get your money. To be fair, you get your money's worth. It's your favourite game. As you said, it'll be the same if they released a brand new version of Final. If they remade Final Fantasy VIII or HT and did the £300 collector's edition, I'd be the first one there. I'd get two.
Exactly.
So yeah, it is that. But and that's what they're kind of banking on. But it's still a little bit expensive. Sure. And I wonder if they're going to do a Claire Redfield statue that will go nicely with the Leon one.
Maybe. I'm not going to buy both, though.
Yeah, you are. You would. We all know you would.
No! Please don't do it, Capcom. My wallet can't handle the power! But, yeah, that's something to look forward to in January, anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that it for the news?
Yeah, then that's it for the news.
Awesome. So we've come to the part of the show where we'd normally plug an indie game that's in the works, but no one's contacted us and saying they wanted to have their game plugged, and I have not had the time to go scouring myself for one, but there will be one next week, rest assured. So instead we're going to move swiftly on to your comments that you've made in the comment section. We have been kind of glancing and reading them whilst we've been going through this, but we're going to go to the lovely Nikita with who's our first comment that you noticed?
I'm going to have to yell at you again.
I know, right? I'll spin this round.
First one comes from Christian Denning. It's regarding the emulators. He says, "Oh no, I always looked at these emulation things as a good way to preserve the past. It's not like they're selling a lot of this stuff anymore."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what emulation's for. It's like, to get stuff that you just can't get anymore. I mean, who's going to go into bloody a shop and find a diskette copy of James Pond? You're just not going to do it. No. Unless you scour around on eBay and pay the earth for one.
Yeah, but the other thing as well is it was a way of playing games which you're unsure about. So there's many games which you've discovered through not emulation at all, no.
Yes.
but and then you've gone out and you've sourced that copy and you've spent a lot of money on it because you know that you like it and you want to own the actual physical copy.
Absolutely. I mean, I've played a lot of emulated games, a lot of ROMs and stuff like that, and some of them you play them for 5 minutes and you think, this is okay, but or you'll play one that you think you'd really like and you're like, oh, this is actually a bunch of crap. But you find one occasionally and you're like, oh my god, this game is so good, I have to buy the original. Mm-hmm. And then you go out and you buy the hard copy. It's kind of like a Blockbuster rental system for games. Yeah. You just get... Maybe that would be a good thing for Blockbuster to do. Could you imagine if a company like Blockbuster came back and actually offered rentals on ROMs? So you pay like £1 per ROM to rent it for a day.
That would be good.
It would be good.
But also probably illegal.
Yeah, probably. And that's why all these websites are shutting down.
Yeah.
But if they could just get their shit together and actually do something like that, where it doesn't cost, hundreds of pounds to get one rare copy of a game, unless you really want that game.
But I think that maybe Nintendo have got that because they've brought the Virtual Console to the Switch now.
Yeah.
And they're going to start next month, actually, charging for the online service.
Mm-hmm.
And they've said that there is going to be NES games. Sorry. That's going to be on there. So maybe that's what they're thinking. Maybe by getting rid of the emulation so people can't do it themselves, people are going to have to go through their portal.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind spending £10, £12, £15 or however much it's going to be for Nintendo's online service if you had access to all these games, the ones they've released on the Mini NES and the Mini SNES.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's just difficult, isn't it? Because obviously those games are still very much loved.
Yeah.
But it's often to even buy the originals, if it's not on something common like the NES or the SNES, then it's hard to get the hardware for this stuff to run on as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, especially some of the older, like, Amiga games and stuff like that. Unless you've got an Amiga knocking about, it's going to be really hard to actually play them now. But hopefully this is just a blip and some sort of new thing will come about. And, there's always... bro. There's always bro.
Now we're demonetized.
Yeah. I mean, that'll always be there. That website.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Next comment, Nikita, before I get sued.
Andy M asked, which you've kind of somewhat covered, but you could probably go a bit more into it. Do you think the price of collection editions are too high for what you get and the quality of the items, i.e. Resident Evil 2 and Rage 2?
I've not seen the collector's edition for Rage 2.
The Rage 2 was... Did you see the reveal trailer of it at E3?
Yeah. So
you know
they made monster truck.
They made that massive big joke about that advert being on TV and you get that monster's head that you can put on your wall and stuff.
Right, yeah.
That is the collector's edition.
Oh.
It actually comes with that monster's head in like a plaque that moves and talks and
stuff.
No
way.
Yeah, but that edition, and it comes with the game and a lot of other digital goodies, is £120.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, considering you get the wall mount and everything.
Yeah, but what then justifies Resident Evil 2's double the price?
It's Capcom.
It's Resident Evil 2, game that everyone wants.
And it's a game that everyone wants.
Yes, I forgot that. But to answer your question, I think some collector's editions are too expensive now. I said to you earlier, didn't I? I used to really like buying collector's editions, and I've got loads of them.
Between us, we have many collector's editions.
But I just haven't, one, been able to afford them, and two, just looked at them and think, I can't justify spending that much.
Yeah.
The last one that I really spent a lot of money on, well, two, there was the Destiny one, which was 150 quid.
Yeah.
And then the Witcher 3 collector's edition, which was 140. But even, that's kind of like, that's my limit. But when you start talking about £200,
going over the 200 mark.
The Darksiders collector's edition, it comes with 3 games with with 4 statues of like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh, that sounds good.
$349.99.
Oh,
$350.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You could buy a PS4 and Xbox One S for that.
Wow. I mean, you gotta like Darksiders. To be fair, it's an amazing game. So,
but $350.
To start saving now. When's it out?
I don't know, actually.
Well,
soonish. Yeah.
Better start saving those pennies.
Yeah.
Have we got another comment, Nikita?
Well, between Christian Denning and Andy M, they were discussing, when you were talking about games to movies, they were discussing which ones bombed and which ones were alright. They both agreed that the Resident Evil films are laughable, and that Street Fighter was bad. But they both enjoyed Mortal Kombat and Silent Hill. However, Christian Denning's best movie related to gaming is The Last Starfighter, but he says it's not even a real game.
It's not a real game, but bit of trivia fact bang for you. That film was actually directed by the guy that wore the mask in the original John Carpenter Halloween movie. So yeah, the original Michael Myers, the guy that was in the suit and everything, he went on to direct The Last Starfighter.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was his big thing. I don't think he did much after that, but yeah, The Last Starfighter was one of his things. And yeah, it's a great movie. If you love 80s nostalgia, weird stuff, then that's a good one to watch.
Yeah, and I'll agree with Silent Hill was a good take on the games.
I didn't like the sequel though.
No, so I said there's only one Silent Hill. Yeah.
Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Yeah. And the Resident Evil movies. I mean, frickin' hell! Can they just stop making them? They're making another one, aren't they?
Are they?
I don't know. I just assumed they were.
They probably are, to be fair. There's been that many final ones, and I mean, the CGI ones are okay. They're still massively over the top, like the game sort of got to that point.
But they're staying close to the source material.
Yeah.
Whereas the movies just don't. I mean, who is this Mary Sue that's got powers and what's that all about?
Yeah. I sort of liked the first film.
Yeah, I agree. Because it was low budget and kind of gritty and dark. And
if you and it didn't have much Resident Evilism in it.
No.
Apart from the odd Umbrella logo and a liquor at the end.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy it as a standalone thing, but then when they started bringing it into Raccoon City, had Claire Redfield in it, and it was just, you just destroyed it.
It's starting to get a bit silly,
and Wentworth friggin' Miller as Chris Redfield.
Yeah,
Are you having a laugh?
You didn't get over that, did you?
No,
you were just you were really annoyed, weren't you?
Like, that bloke does my head in. And to have him as Chris Redfield, no.
Oh, no. No, I agree. I don't think he played the character very well. He was really grumpy in the whole movie. I was
he can't act anything. That's just him.
Oh, I hope he's not watching. Anyway, is that it? Is that the last comment?
It is indeed.
It is. Okay, thank you very much, guys. We've reached the end of this segment. We're trying to keep these nice and tight and short, but we do live streams all the time, so if you hit that bell, hit it, you'll always know when we're live, and you can come and hang out with us, especially in our longer live streams when we're playing games.
Yes.
But that's all we've got time for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the old like button, share it with all your friends, tell everyone about us, because we love you all, and it's amazing. I've been Bren.
I'm Jay.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.